Let's talk about Blueface. Listen, Blueface has been hit with a lawsuit by Soulja Boy, baby mama, after claiming he slept with her the day before her baby shower. Among other things, according to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Jacqueline Martinez beelined to court Friday, claiming Blueface made a false and defamatory statement about her and her child. In the case, you missed it. Blueface and Soulja Boy have been beefing heavily on social media this week, which started after the two began arguing about who would win in a versus battle. So they try to figure out who would win between Soulja Boy. Who y'all got, Soulja Boy or Blueface? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blueface, but I know we're familiar with Soulja Boy. Crank that, all right? So now, who would win in a versus battle? Well, things escalated quickly, and Blueface made some pretty outlandish comments to Soulja Boy about Jacqueline, which includes because I effed your baby mama the day before your baby shower. All right, so you guys, Blueface is another one. He's like a Tasha K. Blueface already lost this lawsuit, and Blueface is on a tirade right now. Blueface is definitely on a tirade. Oh yeah, I want to speak about something too. But Blueface is definitely on a tirade and shit. Blueface and Soulja Boy are beefing right now. So Blueface told Soulja Boy that he knocked down his baby mama the day before his baby shower. Whoop-de-whoop, in which the baby mother, she said that didn't happen, right? She said that didn't happen. But nonetheless, she said her and Blueface did have sex at one point. She's seen in Blueface's video, one of Blueface's video. So there was a sexual encounter with her. She just saying it didn't happen that day that Blueface is claiming. So she went ahead and filed a lawsuit. This is lawsuit season right now. It's not just essays, assault allegations, but just lawsuits across the board. So Blueface has another lawsuit on his hands. Now, mind you, Blueface has Wack 100 in his corner, and Wack 100 is very resourceful. Wack 100 got all those Jewish lawyers. Wack 100 is very resourceful with the lawyers, man. So nonetheless, shout out to Blueface, shout out to Soulja Boy, shout out to his baby mama. I'm not going to stay too long on that, but Blueface is being hit with a plethora of lawsuits at this point, all right? Now, I want to end off with this. You guys know BG came home. First of all, shout out to BG Cash Money coming home. All right, you guys, as of recently, BG has been called out, all right? And they try to put the rat emoji over a BG. They're claiming that BG is a rat. Cash Money Records, Baby Gangsters BG. Hot Boys BG, 1/4 members of the Hot Boys consisted of Juvenile, Turk, and Lil Wayne, all right? You got BG. He just came home from a 14-year bid. He just did a 13 to 14-year bid, all right? Now they trying to hit him with the rat title. Now, you guys, BG was, there's some information that came out. BG had a case before he did that 14 years, all right? Before BG did the 14 years, he was fighting a case. All right, and in that case, BG was there was a gun found in the car. All right, there was, I think it was 2 co-defendants, so it's 3 of them. It's 3 of them that are fighting the charge. Right now, one of the gentlemen automatically agreed and said that he would take the charge. So this guy was considered a fall guy. We call that the fall guy. All right. Now they're riding in the vehicle. There's a pistol underneath a car seat. And somehow they convinced the gentleman, I don't know if they convinced the gentleman or he took it upon himself, but he took the gun charge, right? So this man is not even from New Orleans. So BG got his partner, and then he got his next kid. The kid is from Houston. BG is knocking down the kid's mama. So there's some relations going on with the kid's mama. Now, I'm pretty sure this kid is an adult at the time. I'm saying kid, but he's an adult. He's a grown man. Now, this man somehow said that BG and his friend convinced him to take the charge. This is according to the gentleman, right? So now the man takes the charge. What BG told him to convince him to take the charge, BG said, listen, you're not even from New Orleans. The most you're going to get is 2 years on this charge. So the man was under the impression that he was only going to do up to 2 years for the gun charge. Where they do that at? Hold up. Wait. I don't know how they convinced him of 2 years for a gun charge, but let's proceed. Nonetheless, the man went to fight this charge. First of all, he called out and said that was his firearm. So he took ownership of the firearm. I was told there was some drugs in the vehicle also in the middle console, whatever, in which I think BG and his homie, they had to share that charge or what have you. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, the biggest charge was the gun charge. The gentleman took the charge. And keep in mind, BG's knocking down this man's mama. Where they do that at? The mother obviously is an older lady. I don't know how that works, but he's knocking down the man's mama. The man takes the charge. All right. Now, when they go to court, before this man goes to court, he's finding out that he's facing 5 to 6 years. So as opposed to BG and them telling that he's going to do 2 years, the man comes to find out that he's going to do 5 to 6 years, which is a big difference. 2 years to 5 to 6 years. Hold up. I know that changed his whole perception on things. At that point, I know he was like, damn, I probably wouldn't agree to take that charge if I knew I was going to be facing that much time. And that time seems more appropriate. 2 years for a gun charge? That don't sound too right. That don't sound too right. 5 to 6 years sounds more realistic, right? Nonetheless, this man goes and fights this charge. He fights the charge and he loses the case, what have you, because he, like I said, he already agreed to say that was his firearms. So once you say that's your firearm, then you kind of like lost the case already, because you already said that you took ownership of the pistol. So what you say after, it discredits, it's not going to hold up. It's not going to hold no weight, because you already agreed, you already admitted to that's your firearm. You get what I'm saying, right? So now he gets his 5 to 6 years. Now BG's being released. Obviously, BG's being released. BG now, you see BG he's out. Y'all saw BG when he came off the plane and woo, and he hugged Baby. He gave Baby that tight hug. He hugged the shit out of Baby. Baby gave him that small pendant. You remember that small Cash Money pendant? The small pendant that he gave BG? A welcome home present? So now, according to Baby was under the impression that BG was going to come home to be Cash Money. That was the whole intent. That was the whole plan, for BG to come home back to Cash Money. You already know how Baby feels about artists, especially when we talk about Wayne and BG. Those are his kids. He raised them. So he feels like they rightfully need to be alongside him where they started at, right? Now, unbeknownst to Baby, BG went left. BG went left. BG was seen on a recent interview saying he's independent. BG, as opposed to being with Cash Money, BG is screaming he's independent. BG has been dropping music as of lately. A lot of music as of lately. Remixes. BG has new music out with Gucci Mane. BG dropping a project with Gucci Mane. It looks like BG has no intentions on being with Cash Money at this moment. And I don't think that sat well with Baby. Now, ever since this happened, there's been things coming out on BG, and this gentleman, the man who took the charge with BG, he's surfaced. He's merged back on the scene. He's surfaced. This man is going around doing interviews. Now, he's doing an interview saying that BG is a rat. So the gentleman that took the fall guy, the one that took the charge with BG, he's screaming that BG's a rat. He's getting interviewed on different platforms, right? The gentleman said that BG took the stand on him. BG and the other gentleman took the stand on him, in which they said on the stand that that was that man's firearm. So this has people saying that BG is a rat. But contrary to what everybody's thinking, once again, when it comes to court proceedings in court, majority of the general public has never even had a charge even close to what BG's facing. Majority of people probably only had a simple misdemeanor, a traffic ticket. Most people who speak about snitching and speak about court and charges, they don't really know what they're talking about, because they've never faced those type of charges, even to whether the charge or the degree of the charge. They've never faced neither, right? So they're giving it from a standpoint that's not educated. They're not really educated on it. So it's really just an opinion that people are giving. So the general consensus is BG's a rat, because people don't understand what a rat is, right? Keep in mind, This gentleman already said that that was his pistol. The man agreed to take the charge. If you agree to take the charge, how can it be ratting if BG says that's your gun? If you agree to take the charge, if you already told the officers that's your gun, if you told BG and them that that you're gonna take the charge, how's that ratting? Everything BG and them said on the stand was equivalent to what the man had already said. There was nothing added to the story. BG just repeated everything that the man already said. So obviously the stories are already corroborated. Obviously they already agreed on a story, right? So how does that make BG a rat? Now, a lot of people are saying that Baby is the one that's pushing the button on BG. Shots have been fired. Hold up. Wack 100 is going around. Wack 100 is on a tirade saying BG's a rat. Terrence Gangsta Williams. This is a guy this is Baby's brother. Brian Williams. Baby has a brother called Terrence Gangsta Williams. Terrence Williams, who just was released from prison. He got released because he ratted on, he snitched on people that are already dead. According to him, he snitched on dead men, right? But they still thrust him in the category of a rat. They say you're a rat regardless, whether you snitch on, that's a whole different story. They say whether you snitch on somebody alive or somebody dead, even if they're dead, you still considered a rat. So Terrence Gangsta Williams has been on a tirade to taint BG's name. Terrence Gangsta Williams is going around saying BG's a rat. Wack 100 is going around saying BG's a rat. Obviously, there's an ulterior motive. Wack 100 works for Baby. Wack 100 is the president of Cash Money West. Wack 100 works for Baby. Baby is mad that BG did not come home to Cash Money. So Baby pushed the green, he green lighted it. He green lighted Wack 100 to call BG a rat. Now, this gentleman, that the fall guy, he's going around saying BG's a rat also. But nonetheless, with all the accusations, with all the enemies coming together, forming an alliance and with an objective to bring down, to taint BG's name, it's not working. It ain't working. BG has a real strong core following. BG has some real people behind him, and nobody's buying that BG's a rat shit. We're not buying it. If you agreed, if the gentleman said that he's going to take the charge, he said he's going to take the charge. How can I be a rat if you told me you're going to take the charge? If you tell me you're going to take a charge, and when the police ask me whose gun is it, and I say that's your gun, why the fuck I'm a rat if you already agreed to say you're going to take the charge? BG took the stand and said, yes, that's that man's gun. But he just repeated a story that you guys all agreed with. Obviously, the story corroborates. It's the same story. So BG went on the stand and said, yes, that's that man's gun. How's BG a rat? It makes no sense. People stretch this ratting thing so far. People stretch it so far. There's a lot of misconceptions about ratting. There's a lot of misconceptions about ratting. But what I'm here to say is BG is not a rat. All right? Shout out to BG and that new project. Big up to BG and his new project. Shout out to BG going independent. And y'all get ready for that BG project with Gucci Mane. Gucci and BG already got a single out. They got a video out, all right? So Gucci and BG are definitely dropping a project together. Shout out to those gentlemen. Big up to them people there. Now, you guys do me a favor. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, all right? Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Thumbs up. All right, we call this wipe your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your grandparents' house. Shows that you was raised correctly. Don't embarrass your parents. Show me that your parents raised you right and hit that like button. I don't care if we got 10 people. I don't care if we got 1,000 people in the building. You guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You heard? Shout out to BG. Shout out to Cash Money. You heard? That part. Oh yeah, Little Uzi Vert said he's retiring. I don't even want to speak about Little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert said he's retiring and he's going to do women's clothing. How appropriate. Hold up.